Thank
you, Mr. Chair. It's a great pleasure to participate in the committee stage of the Shop Trading Hours Amendment Bill, sir. As I've mentioned in the earlier debates on the bill, the current rules governing shop trading on Easter Sunday are outdated and rather unfair on certain businesses and regions. And just before I actually start talking about the bill, I just want to remind members that Easter Sunday is actually not a public holiday. And just because some members in this House actually pretend as if it is and saying it's unfair that we are trying to get rid of a public holiday that everyone enjoys, it's actually a mistake that they're making. It's not a public holiday, and telling the public that it is so does not make it so. It is actually a restricted trading day, and what we're trying to do is to make it even for everyone around the country. That, for example, in some places in this country, Easter Sunday trading happens, but in some other places like Rotorua, it is not possible for them to open. And as the Minister himself actually said, that there are certain parts, even in Dunedin, that the mezzanine floor of one of his places are able to trade, but not the rest of the shop. It is unfair. And when the Commerce Committee, and I think earlier, Mr. Hughes actually sort of mentioned that it was rather unfortunate that we could not agree and maybe make some amendments to the bill that came to the committee to try and improve the situation. I think one of the very good recommendations that actually came through the Select Committee process was the protection that we were going to empower the workers with. And one of them is the right to refuse to work on an Easter Sunday. And I know Mr. Damien O'Connor talks about the New Zealand tradition and the Christian tradition of New Zealand. And I am one of those people. I actually like my choices on Easter Sunday, where I go to church and spend time with my family, and sometimes it's actually with my family that I like to go shopping. And, but we have to actually remember, without actually drawing the negativity from certain sectors of this House, that I'm actually criticising New Zealand. I'm not doing that. But we have to remember that not all New Zealand is Christian. We have growing population diversity. We have growing religious diversity. We have growing ethnic diversity that celebrate different holidays. And not all New Zealanders actually celebrate Easter. For example, my big brother here sitting next to me, Mr. Bakshi, does not celebrate Easter, but he does celebrate Diwali. And maybe, for members of certain ethnic communities who might like to trade their Easter Sunday work program with Diwali, that they might actually like to take that as their annual holidays, and they might be able to negotiate with their employers. And this is some of the freedom that we're trying to give to the workers, and the protection that we're trying to give to the workers through this bill, sir. Sir, I'm just astounded that the Labour Party and the opposition opposed the bill to support the rights of the workers to refuse to work on Easter Sunday, to actually the extra protection that we're actually providing the workers that they're actually saying no to. And I am astounded by that, sir. I think this is a great bill, and I look forward to hearing some of my other colleagues actually contribute from the Commerce Select Committee on this bill, sir.
The Honourable